Oh, I know this is really random, but I'm gonna post this video because I've been waiting for over a year for this. Y'all may know that I am a very, very big Mega Man fan. As you know, probably see from my shirt there. But what you may not know is that I'm a even bigger Ghostbusters fan. So I actually crowdfunded the Hasbro Spengler Proton Pack, and it finally arrived in all its glory. I have been struggling for days about this one since it shipped. FedEx was just horrible trying to get it to me. Delay after misfire, misdeliver, and all sorts of stuff. Too much to get into. I just wanted to record this, me opening it, and showing y'all just what I have in store here. So let me go ahead and open this box and we'll get to it. So I've opened the box and this is what's inside, so now all I have to do is flip this bad boy over and take off the box. And this is what's inside the box. Looks like a military grade trunk. And down here looks like it says Spengler Proton Pack. Side of the box. Other side, identical side of the box. And the front of the box. So, it's an interesting packaging that they didn't have to do anything like that, but they did, which is a pretty neat little detail that they did. Take that up, open that up. Alright, see an inside part, looks like a wood crate opening here. Now what is this? Okay. Basically just kind of like a schematic, I guess. Maybe has some instructions in it. Oh yeah, it's all the sorts of instructions on how to tell you to assemble the thing. So cool. So exciting. And you gotta is there stuff inside? I guess there's stuff inside. Okay, bear with me for a second. Yeah, that's what was inside that little compartment there. It's a specimen box, it's a sample box. What's that? Oh, okay. Okay, I know what this is. It's an attachment. It's kind of an attachment for the thing. I mean, they're real Ghostbusters. I mean, says I'm a fan, right? Never mind all the Mega Man stuff. Alright, this box. Okay, so these are, I don't know what these are. These are little minifigures of toasted mini puffs from the Afterlife movie. It's cute. Okay, let me get that back in this box so I don't lose them. There's like 3 different figures, if I'm not mistaken. Time to get down to the important part, tell you that. That over there. That over here. Oh, this is so exciting. So freaking exciting. Would you look at that? Holy smokes, it's beautiful. I've been waiting 25 or 30 years plus for something like this. Wow. Wowie, wow, 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 wow. I can't believe this. Holy cow, man. That pack is glorious. Holy guacamole. Oh, can't wait to get this all set up. There's still some more stuff in the box, too. And this is unreal. I can't believe I'm opening this. Finally, after all my struggles with FedEx trying to get the damn thing to me. Ordered it on a Sunday. I didn't order on Sunday. It was supposed to come on Sunday, but it didn't actually get here on Sunday. But I had to go back to work on Monday. But Sunday, when I discovered that they didn't deliver it, and took it back to their place, I ordered that it should go to a FedEx store for them to pick up there. But when it didn't get shipped to that store, they took it back, and they actually brought it here instead to my apartment. So instead of shipping where I told them to ship it, they shipped it here where there was nobody here to sign for it. And that happened again to me today too, on Tuesday. But luckily on Tuesday my neighbor was outside and was able to sign for it, and she kept him inside till I got home from my job, which I shout out to her. I mean this is fantastic. Fantastic. I never thought that could look so beautiful, but it friggin' does. My heaven's sakes alive, that's awesome. Alright. Sorry for the quality of my camera workmanship. I am not that kind of YouTuber. I don't quite know how to do that. And I wouldn't actually consider myself a YouTuber. I just consider myself, just uploader. Apparently this is the stand that it'll go on. And so this is the one of the most important pieces that came with this proton pack. I'm just gonna set my phone down there for a second. So, sorry about all the blackness. So this is one of the most important pieces here, and I'll show you why a little later. This guy here attaches to the pack and attaches to your neutrino wand, which is friggin' awesome. Okay, so these are all the pieces that'll attach something later on. This little guy here is... Okay, that's a little piece that's missing here, which is the proton pack ion arm. It's supposed to go on the end here. Okay, there. That looks a little better. No, don't you dare tip over, please. Do not you dare. So I'm going to go ahead and set all this stuff up, and I will show you what I have later on. Alright, so this stand was a pain to put together, and it's a good thing I wasn't recording it, because that would have taken a while and you would have gotten bored. So, got that all set up. Got my proton pack there set up with the D-cell batteries in the back. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the stand here, and then go from there. Alright, here's what it looks like on the stand there. It's a pretty nice stand. Looks kind of metally. Alright, so as they showed in the movie, the little switch to switch it on right here, so let's switch it on. Oh, unless it doesn't. Looks like I did something wrong there. It's not that switch right there. That switch is not, I mean, it's a working switch, but it's not the switch we need to turn on. This is the switch right here. That little red one there that you see in the Afterlife movie. Just gotta turn that on. Oh, yes! Look at that cyclotron spin. It's making a lot of noise. That's because there's a little motor in the back of it that makes the noise. But if you set it on the stand down there, it's going to vibrate on it. So that is so cool. All right, let's switch it back off. See it? That is awesome. There's an interesting fact about this thing is that, pull that guy off. Actually, what we want to do is switch her back on. Cool. So you can take some stuff off here, but should you try to take this thing off, it does a full automatic shutdown. Full, yeah, automatic shutdown. I think. No, I guess maybe it does that. Alright. See what happens when I try to stick this thing back on. Okay, clicked it back into place finally. Sheesh. Alright, so let's switch her off. I don't get that stupid sequence. Let's take that thing back off, even though it's so hard to get back on there. And then what you do is you take this thing, pull that off. Here thing's plastic, but this thing is metal, so I'm going to sit this inside the box there. Take that off of that, and you can slide this bad boy right off of there, and you can take this off, just like they do in the movie. Got the what they call the CRT emitters there, and I think you can remove them. Some hot glue there or something. Some hot glue or something. Got the CRT emitters there. And then what you can do is you can take that little nut off. I don't think it's copper, but I think it's more like a brass nut, so it is real metal. And you can go ahead and take that on out of there. Take off the main part of the cyclotron. Let's get the light going here so you can see inside there. It's got a couple of switches there, right there, and if you switch these ones, you can actually which way? Switch those from Afterlife mode to 1984 mode, which means that the lights will light up sequentially in the way that the 1984 film does. I didn't need to do this. They didn't need to make this thing openable, but they did, Kudos to them. So I'm gonna stick this stuff back on. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I got everything put back on. Save you the trouble of trying to sit through it. And go ahead and switch her on. Now you have Ghostbusters 1984 mode, which is pretty cool. So what you can do, you can also turn up the volume with that, and if you want, you can turn down the volume too. Alright, and I think I actually turned off the motor, which I think I'll keep it that way. So that's pretty cool. But we are not done yet. Alright, one very important thing which I finally found is the hose. So nice. So you got two little nubs there that go into the nubs there. Go ahead. Stick that on there. Give that a good tightening. Alright. No car, you say. You know, what good is this thing without a wand? Well, I'll show you. I actually have the Spengler's Neutrona wand. So we've got the buttons there and switches. And you turn these two switches on to activate the main portion of it. And right here, you flip that switch, turn it on, and that's the blaster switch that you press down to do the blaster. We got some metal objects here and there, make it a little bit more authentic, and it's also got a little wooden shotgun grip there. And this little button right there switches modes. So you can actually use these modes as Ghostbusters the video game. If you've ever played those, you get the slime blower, the stasis stream, and then the boson bolts, or I think boson darts, I think it is. So you can do that. So what you can do, I've already taken the battery pack out. This could run by itself if you wanted it to. It goes in there, I think. Yeah, that goes in there. Okay. Get that good tightening. Excellent. Alright. So that's tightened on there. And we're ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on the stand. And if I'll actually slide on there, it should. There we go. Oh, it looks beautiful with that on there. Holy criminy. That is friggin' awesome. Complete proton pack. Hoot. Alright, so let's go ahead and I think you have to switch on the main body first, but I'm gonna look to see what happens when you switch those on. Nope. Okay, so you have to switch on the main body first. So let's go ahead and get that turned on. Alright. And then this should be able to work now. Oh. Very nice. Very, very nice. And I think it's supposed to communicate with the wand, I think. So you turn it off, put that thing on, and then turn off those. Aha! So yeah, it turns off. So as long as you have that switch turned on, and then you activate the pack. There we go. Haha. Oh, this is fantastically amazing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you got the fire button there. So let's extend the barrel. There we go. And then we'll that is awesome. So what I was saying before is that you can switch modes to the video game. So you can do the slime blower. Switch it again. And then you got the stasis stream. Cool. And then one more, which is kind of like a shotgun mode. I can't remember what this is called. It's not boson. It's something else. I can't really remember, but it kind of acts like a shotgun, which is pretty neat. I'm gonna switch it back to regular mode, and I'm gonna see what happens when you overheat. See? It overheats, it shuts the pack down. That is just too friggin' awesome. Let's see if you can start it back up after that. Yep, there it goes. That is so cool. And you can do that as much as you like, I think. Just as long as you have that switched, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to do a little bit more finishing touches here, so be right back. Another neat thing about this proton pack is that you can take off the shoulder straps, stuff off of it, and you can actually attach an Alice frame, a military grade Alice frame at the back. So you can actually have it be more screen accurate than you would, especially with this little shoulder roll that helps protect your shoulders against bumping against the bar there. Held together with some zip ties here. And another good thing about the Alice frame is that you can actually put it on here no problem, which is pretty cool. So another attachment that comes with it is this marshmallow goo, as if your proton pack and you got drenched in Stay Puft marshmallows. It's a pretty interesting thing. I don't kind of necessarily like the little nubs there that come out, but I mean, how else are you gonna really attach it? It was just one of the stretch goals. It wasn't actually anything having to do with the base pack, so it's basically a freebie. The hose that you connected it with was the first tier that you could unlock, and then of course you have the goo, and then you have all these stickers and an Egon Spengler notebook that shows everything. It shows a lot of quote-unquote notes that Egon Spengler supposedly wrote in all these, supposedly his handwriting about various things. So that's really interesting. And of course I forgot to attach the little marshmallow buddies on the pack too, so let me show you that off as well to you. Just one moment. And I showed you one of them earlier, but it actually comes with these little marshmallow mini puffs, kind of crispy burnt little guys. And it actually also has interchangeable heads, as you can see that. Oops, that pops right off. And you can interchange it with, say, that guy right there. Sorry, I'm not very good at this recording stuff. So you got that little guy there. So you just interchange all those heads. That's just a cute little bonus, little minifigures. So you can display them and attach them to your proton pack here, however you want. They're probably not going to be very good in motion, but you know, sitting there on display looking like that would be a pretty fun thing. But all in all, I'm really impressed by this. I mean, it was not cheap, but it wasn't expensive either. You can look up the prices online. I mean, it's no mystery. It was $400 for a proton pack. I was lucky enough to be able to get two. One of them I'm just gonna keep like this, and the other one I'm gonna mod to look like the 1984 Ghostbusters pack, just so I can have both. Have my proton pack and, you know, use it to whatever I want to do. So excuse me while I go try this on. I mean, it's pretty hefty. It's pretty heavy. I mean, it's like 15, 20, 25 pounds maybe, which is nice, because in the original movies, they're supposed to weigh 50 to 75 pounds to maybe even 100 pounds, depending on who you ask. If you ask Bill Murray, he'll tell you it was like 100 pounds. If you ask other people, they might differ on that account. But a lot lighter, a lot easier to go take to cons and whatnot. I'm gonna light this guy up one more time here. So one last look here at the proton pack. Got the cyclotron lights. You can kind of, if it were to focus, you can kind of see little individual light bulbs light up in there. And you get the cyclotron going there. Look here, the box. Aha, there. See, the thing times out like that. So you got to make sure that you're keeping an eye on it. But I think you should still be able to turn it back on. Yeah, there you go. Makes me wonder, if I turn that off, but keep the other, and if I turn this off and keep the other one going, I wonder if it'll time out again. It's possible. I mean, it's not stopping. I mean, it's no, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, so it does stop after a while, but it'll keep this turned off too. So if you're going to be walking around with it turned on, just make sure that you keep pressing the fire button on the neutrino wand, and it'll keep going. But all in all, cool little toy. Looking forward to running around. Well, not running around. Walking around like an idiot for the next half hour or so, pretending to bust ghosts. So to all y'all out there that paid attention, thank you very much for looking at this, and I appreciate your time. Thank you. One more thing that I just wanted to show real quick was my two different proton packs that I do have. This one on the right is the Spirit Halloween proton pack, which is about 70, 75, 80% the size of a normal pack. This one came with electronics in it that didn't exactly quite match the movies, so I got a kit off of a website and installed it in my pack to make it a little bit more accurate. Of course, this one's a little bit bigger. And I actually had this hose on the back on it that I could actually attach the wand to, make it a little bit more authentic. But yeah, I just wanted to show the size comparison between the two. And it's pretty substantial. So. Thanks for watching.